Hey there, Hofstra fans. Welcome to another episode of Blue and Gold Weekly. I'm your host, Kevin Dexter. It was another busy weekend here on campus with wins from both the men's and women's soccer teams, as well as the volleyball squad. We'll start with men's soccer, who had a big home matchup here at Captain's Field against Northeastern on Saturday night. It was Alumni Day, as we welcomed back decades of Hofstra men's soccer alums to celebrate legendary head coach Richard Nuttall. And the Pride put on a show for the big crowd. They didn't waste much time getting on the board. Just over 12 minutes in, it was Laurie Goddard with the sweet setup for Alexei Armis, his first goal of the season on his birthday. Pride went up 1-0. Later in the half, it was Evangelos Christostomou, his first career goal, and the perfect time for it. Pride went up 2-0 at the half, and they hung on to win it 2-1. Well, as I mentioned, it was a special night for a special man, with all of the alumni, friends, and family back to celebrate Richard Nuttall, who is, of course, stepping down after 37 years as Hofstra's head coach at the conclusion of this season. I had a chance to chat with Richie about his big night and the Hofstra season so far. Well, it was an incredible night at Captain's Field the other night, honoring this man, the legendary Richard Nuttall. Stepping aside, of course, after this season, you had all the alumni back, so many friends and family. How special was the night for you?
Probably, in the top 3 or 4 memorable days of my life, and it just filled with happiness and joy, and I felt truly appreciated, and the alumni, my family flew over. My friends, it's hard to say, but it just fills you with joy. And as I said on the night, I'm an insanely lucky guy. So, it's almost a bit of a low now after the ball. I've just taken them to the airport the last a couple of friends, and it's a bit of a low I'm experiencing now, but I've got some unbelievable memories of the day, and I truly appreciate the university and everybody around me.
Well, of course, you have your preparation for the game. How difficult was it for you to focus on the game when you had everything else going on?
Yeah, look, I've got brilliant staff around me, and our focus to the team was to say that the only thing that mattered was that day was the result of the game, and thankfully we won the game. I thought our players did a really good job of staying focused. We didn't play great, but we did a good job defensively, and I felt comfortable during the game, even in the last few minutes when they were putting a bit of pressure on. I just thought we were going to win the game, and it was a great day for Hofstra soccer.
So you're sitting here midway point of conference play, a couple games left. How are you feeling about this group as a whole?
Yeah, I think we've been saying it all year. We are a work in progress, and we are moving forward. I think defensively we've been doing a fantastic job in limiting opponents to scoring opportunities, but offensively we've not truly got going yet. But you can see bits and bobs are coming, and little, we're having 10-15 minute spells where we're doing really well offensively, but we've got to link that together. I think the cadence of the rest of the season should help us with the number of games and the gaps of rest in between. So I'm hopeful we can keep it going, and we're in a good spot now. We've got to concentrate on the next game, which is Loyola tomorrow, and then a conference game on Saturday. That's going to be a battle as always.
You had those stretches early in the season when it was just Laurie or Daniel scoring.
Yes.
Now you've got some other contributors, Alexei, Evangelos scoring on Saturday. How nice is it to get some help in that regard?
Pleased for those two. They're great young men, and I think that was Alexei's second career and Evan's first career, so good for them. Great moments in life, and hopefully they'll never forget. But a great team needs help all around, and we were relying on Danny and Laurie. They've been a little bit injured in the last 5 or 6 games, but they're just coming back to fitness, so hopefully we can put it all together.
I have to ask about Gino, the way that he's been able to step in and net after the injury to Sean Bowen. He's done a terrific job. Yeah,
I keep saying it's a Rudy story. He as a person, we love Gino, and the fact that if he was on the field he was going to be a captain. He's now a captain on the field, and everything he gets he deserves. Quality human being, and he's a quality soccer player as well, and he's shining. So keep it going, Gino.
Well, a couple games left, of course. Any last message for the Hofstra community after a terrific weekend?
Yeah, come out and support us. You'll see some good soccer and, the opponents, some great opponents on the field, and we need all the support we can get, and hopefully we can carry it through to some playoff games.
Well, congratulations on a great weekend, and we look forward to this last stretch. Try to go out on top.
Thank you. Thank you, Kev.
And thanks again to the great Richard Nuttall for a couple of minutes. Hofstra will hit the road for their next CAA game. It is on Saturday night at Stony Brook. Well, the weekend started off well at Captain's Field thanks to the Hofstra women's soccer team. They also took on Northeastern on Thursday. Late in the first half, Thorhildur Thorhallsdottir. Right place, right time. The header into the back of the net for her first of the year. And in the second half, the Pride added to that lead. Off the corner, Millie Davies sets up Olivia Pierce. Pride win it 2-0 to snap their streak of 7 consecutive ties. They could not, however, keep up the momentum on Sunday, losing at Monmouth 2-1. Manon Labargi scored the lone Pride goal. They are back at home this Sunday for Senior Day when they welcome in Drexel. Indoors, it was another great weekend for the Hofstra volleyball team. They swept Elon, winning both matches in 3 sets. Beatriz Braga was the star for the Pride. She was named the CAA's Offensive Player of the Week, tallying 30 kills, 14 digs, and 6 blocks over the 2 wins. Setter Nina Gioshvili-Rava joined her as CAA Rookie of the Week. The freshman tallied 44 assists in the sweep. The Pride improved to 4-2 in CAA play with a trip to Hampton coming up this weekend. And it was a tough weekend for the Hofstra field hockey team. They fell at Monmouth 4-0 on Friday, followed it up with a 3-2 loss at Columbia on Sunday. 2 home games for the Pride this weekend, Friday against Fairfield, Sunday against Wagner. Sunday's game is Senior Day. Well, that'll do it for this episode of Blue and Gold Weekly. We'll be back next week with a brand new edition. Thanks so much for watching, and go Pride.